Still up here. What are we doing, man?
We're just up here, man. We're up here.
Whoa!
You know what? We're doing our own thing. That's kind of what we do.
Ojisan the Barbarian, man. Man, I've really got to get this restream stuff down. Hold on, let me get.
You know, I think we got to figure out how I can just control the stuff.
There we go. Yeah, I think so. There we go. Look at that. Hello, Rachel Howard. Aloha. She's one of my friends from out in Hawaii.
Ahoy, ahoy.
You should check out her channel. She's got some awesome videos. She takes walks around the volcanoes and actually sent her one of my original paintings. I sent her the little One Piece character that I painted.
Really?
Yeah. I can't. What's his name? One with the hat and the horns. I don't know. I think I got talked into painting that for somebody on TikTok, and then. But tonight we are going to have. We're not really calling it an art auction. This is going to be more of an art fair. We do have a special guest coming up later on. She's trying to get to her studio and stuff. And
Volcano Rachel.
Yeah.
I'm now subscribed.
And I've got my little sidekick co-host here. She is desperate to get on camera, but there she is, Kira, super artist.
In about a month, she's going to be on camera.
That's right.
In a movie.
What do you mean?
I'm going to be dead.
What? Shh. Don't tell nobody. Get over there. You can't be spoiling the movie.
No. She can't read. She doesn't read the script. She doesn't know what's going on.
Rachel, if you haven't met Groovy before, this is my best friend. We are long time YouTube made men. We've been in the YouTube mafia for a long time. And he's
I like the made man thing. That's
we're made men. We're made men.
Like I could have been a contender.
Well, we kind of got the evergreen videos out there, and we really just kind of do what we want. Oh, there's Allie Patches. Hey, Allie. Thank you for coming by. Allie is another amazing artist. Travis, I think you'd really dig her work. She does a lot of stuff similar to mine, but she does a lot more colorful and detailed kind of stuff, and a lot more purposeful.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah. Allie, I think she just hit 1K, or she's about to hit 1K, but
is it? Oh yeah, an artist, baker, comedian, and content creator.
Yeah, you should.
She is at 1,000 point or 1.03, and now she just has somebody else that is subscribed to her.
Nice.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to look into some of this stuff.
Her boyfriend, Rich New Designs, who's Wes. His name is Wes, but his channel's Rich New Design. He is a bass player. He does really good music. I come across these folks through Axe and Nacho. They were part of the Axe and Nacho crowd. that popped up over on my stuff, and they are just a really great community, very friendly, and nobody is competing with each other. They're just they're super good folks, all of them.
So they're like us now.
They are. They are. That's why I spent quite a bit of time over there, kind of watching their streams and hanging out in their chat. You know me, once I get in the chat, I won't shut up. Sometimes I tell them, like, you can tell me to shut up because you know how I get. And but they do comedy shows with puppets. They do a puppet show every Sunday night, and it is an adult puppet show. I'll just say that, but it is funny.
It's not for kids.
It's not for kids, but it is funny as hell. Yeah,
it drives me insane. This drives me insane over here. The chat, it's backwards to YouTube, and I look at one and I'm like, where is the thing that I said? And I'm like, oh, it's at the top. This is stupid.
Yeah, I just got YouTube open over here so I can just watch YouTube.
Well, I gotta keep eye on both so I can help you.
Nice. Well, all you lurkers that are out there, like I said, we do have a special artist coming up, and Allie, the invitation's still out there. If you change your mind, if you think you can come up, just let me know, and I'll send you the link because you're invited to this. I guess what we can do is Kara can show off some of my paintings.
Yeah.
Which one you want to show off first?
Any of them?
Yeah. The Batman's not done yet. All right. What is that one? Is that Cloister?
I think.
Yeah, and that one's got a nice acrylic finish on it.
Oh, Jimmy, what are you doing all these paintings for? You didn't even talk about that.
I have my very first Comic-Con table coming up on the 14th of June, exactly 1 week before we start filming our movie. So I've got a lot of stuff on my plate right now.
Mama said that we might go.
Yeah, you gonna go to the Comic-Con?
We might, but Mama said.
Wish I could, but I can't get up there a week early because I still got to work, and I got to get my hair did for the movie, my beard trimmed. I already got appointments all set up.
He's gonna get his hair short.
No, just
yeah.
I got to get it all cleaned up for
it's
when
gonna look like this, but it's gonna be a little higher and
it's gonna look
probably
like
a little tighter.
Well, I look like Jason Momoa.
Who Jason?
When he does his hair up like that.
But
I gotta clean up the neck and all that stuff.
There,
and
like
my
this.
beard, I gotta trim it down to where it doesn't look crazy, like it looks clean. Unlike somebody's beard.
My beard was clean for a minute.
And then I was like, Jimmy, you have to grow it back. And he's like, what? I'm like, for the movie. He's like, damn it.
I had a beard down to about here, and I trimmed it, and just got wild and trimmed it, and now I got to grow it back for the movie. But
now my beard is supposed to be the clean one, and I look like how Jimmy should look.
Yeah, we're opposites right now. What you doing, little?
We're just filling out each other's roles. That's what we're doing. Make sure we know where the other person's coming from.
Okay.
All right.
The candy's
well,
nice.
Rachel, you'll start to see me in the chat as well. So when you see Groovy, hi, it's me. Because usually where Jimmy goes, I go, and vice versa. We go into each other's communities and we meet people and we make friends, and that's what we do because we're all about awesomeness, zero stress, kicking ass and taking names. That's it. No drama.
Life's too short for drama. All right, Kara, hold that one up there. What did I name? I named this one Shift because it was just a shift in my style. So
I love the line work in that one, man.
It's really felt colorful. There's a lot of little hidden things in there. You just got to look for them.
Look what?
No, there's stuff in there.
I see his hand.
Yeah. You got to hold it straight on there. Yeah, like right there's the camera. See, that's the camera right there. There you go. If you're going to be my spokesmodel. Oh, you got hold it up a little higher. There you go. Look at that. All right.
Surprised it didn't get censored. I see boobs.
No, there's no boobs in this one. Here's one. You can hold this one up next. It may already be sold. I don't know.
I have been told I can't because someone else has laid claim. But it's cool. You know what? I can't own all the Batman stuff, you know?
It's not
Can't
like I
own it all.
can't paint another one. Yeah, these are ones I have painted for the Comic-Con table.
Come. Come.
It's not my normal, typical style, but who we got here?
Cold
Cole,
Fusion Trash Compactor.
are you getting your digital stuff printed? If so, what are you using?
Who are you using?
Oh, I am using myself. I bought my own high quality tank printer, and I went out and bought the cardstock myself. And I can only print 8.5 by 11, so that's the only restriction I have. And at some point, I'm going to buy a bigger printer and maybe a laminator.
Is this a video?
This is live, boy. Yeah, you're back. This is Sora, my grandson. He just happened to show up when the camera came on. Huh? Just happened to be around. All right, you can show this one now. This is part of my doll series. I do these little dolls. I did a whole horror movie run of those. Now I'm going to do some comic books. Snicked says you better run, bub.
You better run. I was like, where's the run? You better run.
Is it an Epson? What kind of printer is it?
It is an HP Tank Plus 570. And I went with that printer specifically because the ink, like the Epson, has, I think, 8 different cartridges that go in it. And to replace all the ink in an Epson is like $200 and something to replace all the ink. This tank printer has the red, blue, and green. Is that right? Yeah, red, blue.
I have a printer.
And maybe, I don't know. It's got 3 colors, red, blue, and yellow, maybe. But it's got the 3 big tanks for each color, and then 1 big tank for the black. And I have printed at least 200, 250 prints, full color, high quality. And I've only gone through like a half a tank of each color so far. And to replace all the colors, it's about $50. So it's a whole lot cheaper. That's why I went with the HP. It costs more up front. It's about $250 up front, but the ink is a whole lot cheaper. So you got to look at the long run, right?
Yeah.
Right. And Kara likes to print stuff on my printer all the time. So.
Yeah. I have my own printer, but Mama never lets me.
She never lets you print stuff? All right. You can
I think you need to do with the dolls before you go.
Yeah.
Oh. It's like I see one face going in, but then I didn't even realize it was a whole face until I looked close. I'm like, oh, it's a whole face. That's weird. Did you send that one in the chat? I didn't.
I think I sent an early version of it.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I haven't seen that one yet. And I literally thought it was like the black was like a demon face, like facing that way.
Yeah.
And then I focused. I was like, oh shit, it's an entire face.
Yeah. Yeah. See, it's I like playing with negative spaces and putting creepy stuff in the negative spaces. So, like Travis said, at first you don't really know what you're looking at until you get a little closer. Then you realize there's a face behind that.
But what I was saying before that came up was the for the con, you should probably do like the entire Justice League for the dolls.
Do Aquaman.
Do Aquaman and then do. I mean, is it a Comic-Con or is it a?
No, it's Comic-Con. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, and then like do some of the main Marvel, and I'm telling you, those will sell.
Oh yeah. I got one more painting to show, and then our special guest is backstage. So Kara, you can show. This is one I finished this morning. All right.
Is it wet?
Nope. And I called that one greed. That's what it's called. And look, Travis, it's got a hand in it.
Well,
I know.
I
But
don't
when I first saw it,
Yeah.
I thought of a jester.
Ah.
Like, because you see like the things and the thing coming back around, I think that was like a hat. And like the horns were like one of the floppy things and the other ones were coming around. I thought it was a jester. That's why I thought the grin and stuff.
It looks like he's picking something out his tooth.
What's up, Mike? How goes it?
Hey, Mike Carrier, and thank you, Rachel. Thank you. Yeah, this one was a couple of days, but it was a couple of days of doodling while I was in some extremely long meetings. So that's where this one came from.
I completely saw something different than what you said. It's weird.
All right. We do have our special guest up here, and we got some art to show. This is one of my oldest YouTube friends. I think, did I meet her before or after you? It was about the same time, maybe. I don't remember.
It was before.
Yeah, I think I knew her before I even knew you. So without any further ado, once again, we have Kitty 303. What's up, Kitty?
Hey, you guys.
Hey, feeling better?
I'm getting better, yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Did you
definitely
get
getting
your
better.
bionic leg yet? We can fix her. Yeah,
We have the
I think you should
technology.
get some bionics. Yeah.
Is she sick?
No, she did a cartwheel down some steps, and then she caught her boyfriend right at the bottom of the steps and threw him back up the steps.
Wow.
Something like that, right?
She's pretty much a superhero.
Yeah, She did the superhero landing at the bottom. Then she saw he was falling, so she caught him. And,
Yeah, that's it.
that's how it happened. That's what I heard.
Aloha, Rachel.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, it was not fun though. Just saying.
So, have you been painting much, or are you just still? I know you're having a hard time getting up to your studio.
I'm getting better getting upstairs.
Nice. I won't remind you. I
I'm
made
going
it
down.
sound as good as I could. I made it sound as good as I could.
Yeah, I'm still hurting, but that's gonna happen for a long time. So
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're
I
doing
have
better.
done some resin art.
You're gonna have to teach me some resin tricks, because hold on one second.
He's been doing resin stuff.
I know I've seen some of his paintings. It's been covered with resin.
I'm keeping his heat warm.
Once he starts, though, he's not gonna want to stop.
Yeah, he's like, which ones do I need to resin, man? And I'm like, it's up to you. If it was up to him, he'd probably resin them all.
So I thought, man, I'm killing it with this resin. I thought my resin looked pretty good, and then I get the painting that we bought from Kitty, and look how freaking perfect this shit is. It's like a pane of glass, perfect. I'm like, oh, I got to learn how to do this, so I'm gonna have to get some lessons from Kitty on how to pull this off.
That's because
I love that painting.
And I had to do 2 coats of resin. That's why.
Yeah, Marcia was super excited to get this one.
I'm glad.
It's one of her fire and ice paintings.
Yep.
She does a lot of this style. There's a lot of if you dig the fire and ice stuff, she does a lot of round paintings. But this was one that Marcia had to have, and just the colors and I love when people do acrylic pours, but they do something with it instead of it, just a pour. Because and I love the style you got on this, and just the finish of this thing is crazy.
I know now I feel like our poster doesn't live up to snuff.
It doesn't. I feel bad now. Look, it's like a mirror.
Just resin it.
I'm gonna
resin the poster. Thank you, Rachel.
and I screwed up a bunch of my resin mixes. Like, I didn't know you had to mix it for very long. I was like mixing it for like 30 seconds.
No, it's pouring. Like no, they're like anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, I was like, I ain't got time for this. Mix,
Oh,
mix.
God.
And then I was scraping it off the sides, the stuff that wasn't mixed. And so I've got this one up here is still sticky. And the very first one I resined is still sticky. So I've just got to mix up a new batch.
So if you didn't mix it, if you didn't mix it long enough, it's not going to cure properly.
Yeah, I was reading about it like it will never cure.
Wait, are you saying that our poster will never cure?
No, the poster, luckily, that was one I mixed
I
up
was like,
right.
whoa.
Yeah. So if I was to re-resin this,
Oh, see, that looks good.
yeah, but it's lumpy. Yours is like perfect.
Well,
we
because
we want it perfect.
Just then sand it down a little bit
Oh my god!
with like I think it's 200 grit.
What's up, Chad?
Just really, really softly sand it, wipe it down, and then put another thin coat of resin on it.
Nice.
So all you gotta do. That does look cool though.
This is our official movie painting. This was the painting. This is the painting that started the whole thing because this was something completely different when I started this painting. And I started this painting in the conversation that we started about having the movie. And then the painting evolved into, it's got the whole story of the movie in it. You just don't know yet. Like the whole story is in there. And it just depends on how you look at it and what angle you look at it.
Yeah.
It's got all kinds of stuff in there.
That's very cool.
I see a cross.
Yep.
What's up, Lone Star? God, I haven't seen you in a while. Wow.
What is up, Chad? Yeah. All right. And folks, we are doing I'm still doing the giveaways. If I get any super chats, $1 will get you on the wheel. And you are playing for a surprise pack of 3 prints. I will give you a what's up, Mike? I'll give you a surprise package of 3 prints. Yeah. Mike's still looking pretty sexy there, kitty. Well, you been feeding him right?
No, let me show what Jimmy sent me.
Okay. Oh yeah, I sent Kitty some stuff.
Make her big. Make her big.
There you go. Yeah. See, that one's not even finished. I'm like,
it is so finished. This is my favorite. I love that.
I hated that when he does that with his page. He's like, it's not done. I'm like, dude, it looks amazing.
He told me to do fire and ice on it to finish it.
I was trying to get her to do a pour over it. I'm like,
no.
Oh yeah, that's the boob girl. That's the one that got me in trouble with YouTube.
Yeah, the first one. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. They took off the restrictions. Yeah.
That one's super cool.
Yeah, and those are the prints that we're talking about, folks.
Yeah, and they're really good paper. This one, I love the color because I love blue.
Yeah, Marcia Dell picked that one out for you. And again, that's one of those where I'm like, it's not even that good. And
this one.
Oh, you like that one?
Yeah.
Oh man,
I like all of them. You kidding me?
Mimi's room.
I got Jimmy stuff.
Oh yeah, that's the one I sent you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get that skull with the snails on it by your
That's
Mimi
cool.
couch.
I love all of them.
Well, I thank you. I'm glad you like it.
I need a Jimmy wall.
We'll do some more art trading. We always talked about it. I'm glad you got some stuff and that you like it. I just hate that you wanted the guitar because I was like, it was not even done. Like,
it is so done.
Here's the original on that one.
Oh yeah, I love that one. I think that's awesome.
When I first Cindy, Steamfire and our sister Cindy, when she first sent me the Brusho watercolor kit, this was the first thing I played with on that. So
wow,
that's done with Brusho watercolor.
I love it.
I like the way some of the snails come out, but again, just me being hypercritical. I don't like. There's something about this one I just.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way. Half my stuff I don't like.
Yeah.
And then I'll just give it away.
That's why you need people like me for business and be like, no.
Well, Mike went through my stuff with me today that I'm gonna put up today. And he was like, "No, you can't do that."
Ooh, I
And I'm
love
like,
that.
"You
One of
sound
my
like
big Bob Rosses. So, guys, I don't always paint skulls and demons. I
See,
do
that
these
one's cool too. That
these
one's
big
pretty.
giant Bob Ross ones. And this has been one of my favorite. Like, I like this painting. This came out good for me. I really like it. And that's unusual.
I remember watching him paint it, but I was very, very
Mama's gonna jump in.
intoxicated by substances at the time.
Yeah.
Because I was like, ooh, look at those is that little icebergs? Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. This, and this is oil. And the reason I don't have a lot of these is because I hate messing with oil paint. I love painting with oil paint. I just hate messing with it. But I do have a solution for all of that.
Well, what's the difference though? You just got to use
It's
oil.
a mess. It's just a mess of cleaning up.
Jimmy, you
Oh.
need to knock your microphone to where it's facing away from you so it's hard to hear you.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Oil painting is just a mess. It's just a cleanup mess. And you have to have your little bucket of mineral spirits or whatever kind of odorless cleaner that you want to use for your brushes.
Mm.
But yeah, I dig the UFOs. And this is, I should almost trademark this kind of UFO because this is like the Ojisan UFO. This is my dreamt up UFO. This is what I think they would look like if they came down. And I always hide little ones like in the clouds and stuff. Even my normal Bob Ross stuff, if you look real hard, there's a spaceship or an alien or something in there.
Even if it's a little rocket flying in the background, he's got something there.
And then I've got this big old Batman here that I've gone back and this one was done. It was finished.
And it looked amazing.
And then what happened?
And then I took a big can of black spray paint and I started over.
That canvas, I'm gonna have to like make sure it's like on a stud because it's gonna be so heavy. Because the before shots, I saved the picture for the before shots, so I'm gonna send that to you one day so you can put it up there and be like, this is what it looked like before.
We'll do prints of the before. But yeah, I started off. It was Simon Beasley. I don't know if you know who Simon Beasley is. Comic book artist, the guy who kind of come up with the look of Lobo, and he did a lot of work for.
Oh
Heavy
yeah,
Metal in the
he
90s.
did a lot of square jaw work too.
Yeah. He's the guy that everything's really cool and watercolor looking, but it's like kind of squared off and really stylistic. All right, Kitty's got a few here we're going to show. She sent me some pictures, and I was actually good enough to get them uploaded.
And I reminded him too.
Yeah. I almost didn't, but Travis.
Jimmy, I have a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Well, let's show some of your pictures here.
All right.
Bam. There you go.
I'm gonna do. You want me to do those? You want me to do paintings?
I just want you to talk about talk about your technique.
I love that one.
Yeah,
I don't want to sell that one. That's my favorite one.
Do you still have that one? The guy, remember that painting?
Yes, that is yours.
Okay, all right.
As soon as I can find a big box to put it in,
All
that
right.
is yours already.
Well, I would like you to talk about your techniques because you are an acrylic pour artist, but you have very unique techniques and visions for what you're going to do.
Well,
I don't think you just accidentally throw some paint down. I think you're very deliberate and planned out.
for the most part, yeah. Sometimes they don't work out right, but you know how that goes.
Yeah.
Then you want to redo it.
So, what kind of mixed medium do you use? Is it flow troll?
This one particularly, I just use paint right out of the tube or the jar or the bottle. This one I actually taped off all the corners so you've got that border.
Yeah.
And then I used I gotta look on the screen. I used a couple of different greens and I just used my hands to spread it on from the whatever.
You got some DNA in that one.
And then I threw some gold in there. I use the tool, which is right down in the bottom right corner. If you can see the tool, that I just scraped it down, and then I flicked. You can either take a dry paintbrush or a toothbrush. I've used a toothbrush before.
Yeah.
And you mix your titanium white paint with water
It's
to
white.
thin it out a bit, just to thin it out a bit.
White. When we're
It's white.
art shows, it's white.
Yeah.
Flick it. You just flick it all in there.
I went to and what's up, Metal? I went to a dollar store and I bought like a bunch of packs of toothbrushes, and then I took scissors and I cut the bristles down so they were even, like tougher. And so I just got like a big box of toothbrushes I bought just to flick paint for like stars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What kind of paint? Is there a brand of paint that you like, or you like me?
Those are creative inspirations. Creative inspirations I get from creative inspirations, and I think Soho. I get those from Jerry's Artorama, so I have to order those because I think they're in I want to say either North or South Carolina.
I've got four choices here. I can go to Hobby Lobby, which I'm getting to where I can't stand Hobby Lobby. Like, they really don't have anything. I go to Michael's most of the time if I'm looking for something special, or Walmart or Amazon. That's my choices. But I live in the middle of nowhere, so it's an hour drive for me to go to Hobby Lobby. Yeah.
Oh God.
Or Michael's. So it's an
in all
ordeal.
fairness, I have a Hobby Lobby and Michael's like 9 miles from me, but it will take you probably 45 minutes to get there.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Metal says it. Metal Music Maniac says that looks like a tornado, and that's the thing.
Oh, well.
And Kitty can tell you, I will drive a poor artist crazy because I'll be in the chat like, stop, there's a face, there's an eye. And then they start tilting it. And I'm just like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, but I love seeing stuff that other people see.
All right. Now, this is not necessarily a pour. This is tell us all about your technique on this one.
It's the same technique. I think the same colors. Just I use the tools on both ends to do that scraping. It's just using my hands just to throw colors in there, and that's it. Like,
she does a lot of
scraping. Sorry.
It's like a it's a
trowel with teeth.
Yeah, it's kind of like a baker's tool, but I use it because it's got all these little notches in it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the cool thing for stuff like this.
I just use it I hold it on one end and I just bring it over.
You can use a comb. You can use
I've used a fork.
Yeah.
I've used a fork.
Whatever.
And there's one on here, I think, where I used a fork. I think.
Yeah, I do a lot of finger painting too. I just don't wear gloves. That's why my hands are always stained and stuff.
Gotta wear gloves, man.
I'm always getting yelled at. Like, she's like, you got to do that resin outside. I'm like, oh, I like the hallucinations, man. Like,
oh God, it's not good.
Yeah.
How do you feel the paint if you're wearing gloves?
That's right. I got to get in there.
there. I did that once because Jimmy asked me to. And I had so much paint on my hands. It was unreal. It was so much.
You got to have a napkin or something like over there. Like, if it gets too much, you wipe off. You don't just but eventually you're like covered in paint.
Dry. No, but it's going to dry. You have so much paint on you.
Yeah.
And it's just, I did that.
Yeah, Mike Carrier used to
think about paint. I play video games.
And Rachel Howard, who's in Hawaii, she's also in the middle of nowhere. She's got to go to Benjamin Franklin Crafts in Hilo.
Oh wow!
I've never been to Hawaii. I think I would dig it, but I think I would get stir crazy after a while. I don't know. It's not like small, but
There's too much ocean around there. I can't do it.
oh yeah,
Mhm.
you might see a orca.
Shh.
All right. Now,
Okay.
these are your round canvases. This is an oval.
This is an old one.
Talk us through how you came up with this and how you got that
So-
nice spread.
Well, so this one is one of the first ones I did when I first moved into the house because I didn't have electricity up here that I could use. It was being worked on. So I couldn't use an airbrush. I couldn't use nothing.
Yeah.
So I saw this artist that took and they did like an X in the middle of a black X in the middle of the canvas.
Yeah.
And then they put different colors randomly. And then you take like I don't know, maybe a 2-inch brush and you fan it all out. You fan out like on the edges. That's why it looks like it's different colors on the edges. So you just fan out all those colors and they mix or they don't. And then you leave whatever you want as far as the paint pile. And then I just took a fork, and I just went right through the middle.
Now, am I the only
And
one?
I sprayed.
Am I the only one who sees Daffy Duck?
Daffy Duck.
Look at Daffy Duck. Can you see it? It's like he's kind of looking down, but right at you, but he's kind of heads tilted, kind of looking down. You see the two white eyes on the top, and then the bill is like right kind of where the street goes through the middle. His bill is like right there. I see Daffy Duck. Like,
Are you high?
no, there's
Because
chat.
I am, and I can't see Daffy Duck. Okay.
okay. Man, I wish I could have. I wish they had pointers. All right, so not see the white dot in the middle. Disregard that one, but the other two dots are the eyes.
Here, we'll do this. I'll share my screen again, and I can use my pointer on there, and you can tell me where to go.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
All right.
Go. Let me turn this on. Okay. So go. That is not an eye. Go. That is an eye.
Okay.
And the other one across from it is an eye. Those are the two eyes.
Okay.
Now go down a little bit and kind of swoop across the middle there. That's the bill. Wow.
Oh,
Ooh,
crap.
we went Twilight Zone here, man.
Wow.
I can't do this. It's confusing me.
No,
Stop sharing.
I'm
Look how
just
many-
telling you, I see Daffy Duck, or kind of a cross between Daffy and Donald Duck. There's a green duck. There is a green duck looking right at you. Hold on, let me.
Well, if it's a green duck, then it's
Hold on, what did we
Lucky
do?
Duck
What did we
from
do? Yeah, it could
Tiny
be Lucky.
Toons.
Oh man, where did everything go?
Oh no.
Daffy Duck is
I agree
black.
with you.
Yeah. Hold on. It's back here, but what did we do? We did something. Dadgummit, I got to get that back. Hold on, let me
I just
re-upload.
stopped sharing my screen. I didn't do nothing.
All right, let me just grab the painting.
Yeah. There, even better. Look at the big brain on Kitty.
Still a movie.
Let me make
That
you.
was like 10 minutes. All right.
Okay, so hold it. Yeah. Now tilt it just a little bit. Now, like rotate it. Yeah, right there. All right. Now look, it's like a duck, like rushing towards you. There's two eyes and his bill. Yeah, that's no. That the whole thing is the giant duck face. See, this is why I struggle.
So what is this?
That's the top of the bill. That's the bottom bill. That's
Okay,
the
I
top
see
of the
that.
bill.
So it's open.
Yeah. He's like screaming, coming at you.
So an eye and an eye, right?
Yep. And his green head and his yellow bill.
His head.
Yeah. And the white dot in the middle is just a streak.
neck.
It doesn't matter. Yep. Yeah, look. Travis,
No.
you see it now.
No.
You see,
I do now. I do now.
Better take that resin outside. Yeah. It could be. Could be, Rachel. Could be.
I think so.
Okay, so I'm not the only crazy one, right? Like,
If I
I mean,
happen
I
to
see it
partake,
now.
if I happen to partake of a gummy, I do paint on like one thing till like 4 a.m. every time. I'm like, damn, I gotta go to bed.
and he'll wait until about 3 o'clock in the morning to send
Oh,
pictures.
then I
And I'm
get
like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Some of us sleep. We don't take naps all afternoon usually.
the big island is big.
No, not big enough. Not big enough.
All right. Travis has a deep fear of the ocean in general, but never mind. All right, and we got one more to show here, and tell them all about this one, and then I'll tell you what I see because I definitely do see something there.
All right. So
It's
that's
a
the
duck.
same technique as the one before. Just as far as doing the black X, you can see the black X lines. And then I put the colors in there, different greens, white, and where is it? Here, let me grab it so I can look at it.
Getting around so much better though.
Yeah, so I did greens, some black, and I did the same thing with the brush. And then I put a fork through it right in the middle there, and I just used, I think back then I used a toothbrush to flick the white paint, and I just decided to put 2 white dots on either side of paint. That was it. Oh, I taped off the edges too.
I see a star.
Before you tell, let me tell you what I see.
Okay. What do you see?
I see. It looks like an F-14 jet.
I see that.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Tom Cruise is flying it. That's what I see.
No.
Okay. Now, if you look at that flying backwards from what you're seeing, then it looks like an A-wing fighter from Star Wars.
Or a giant manta ray.
Yeah, spaceman array.
Thank you, Rachel.
And
yeah, that one, I love that one.
And Kitty, if somebody wants to contact you to buy a piece of your art, how would they go about doing something like that?
Let me put this. I'll put it.
I forgot we were supposed to put that in the description and stuff.
Yeah, we're horrible hosts, but we try.
All right, you can put this out there. Just put it on.
Yeah, you can just drop it in chat or have Mike drop it.
I don't know how to do it. I don't have anything where I can put it in chat.
Okay. You
There's
got it?
chat, but I don't
Travis got it handled.
I don't know where I can type in chat.
There you go, folks.
Probably because I think it's a mod thing.
Oh yeah. I will have to go back and redo my mods. When we took a big step back from YouTube, I wiped out a whole bunch of stuff. So if you used to be a mod, please don't take it personal. I had to just kind of wipe everything out and start over.
Now all these are for sale now. I mean, if you guys want to know.
Now, what kind of do you want to like throw out prices? It's up to you. Or do you want?
I have stuff. I have resin pieces. I have coasters. I have paintings that I could, if anybody wants to see them, if they're interested. What's up, Kitty?
Let me make Travis jealous here. Look at that, Travis.
Oh yeah, you gotta make it so big. I mean, you gotta make it so big because they're little.
Oh well. Yeah.
Look at that little guy.
Got 2 of them. Hold on. And then, they're cool, but look at the cool marbling and stuff. It's hard to see on camera.
Yeah.
Look at all that paint.
But they're pretty detailed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah.
They got all their little teeth. You can see all their little teeth and everything.
And then I got a little thank you resin thing. And then I tried to make one and I screwed up my mix and it's just a big goopy mess. So and it's even got little because I went and bought a bunch of bags of those little jewelry kits with like little deer and fish and stuff all in it.
Yeah.
And I've been like the ones that have came out right. I'll make this.
Well, Rachel, thank you for coming and hanging out. We'll see you around.
We'll see you, Rachel.
Rachel.
But yeah, I've been slipping the little jewelry pieces under my resin.
See, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. That looks really good, by the way.
Thank you. And that one didn't come out perfect either, but
I just thought about how heavy that Batman painting is going to be, but then it's like Jimmy's going to resin that shit.
like a half a gallon of resin. I'm going to resin it to a piece of plywood.
Hey, Teresa.
Oh, Teresa, what's up, sis?
No see, girl.
Yeah, good to see everybody. Let's see here. And again, folks, Kitty's email is out there. Give her a holler. She's got some cool stuff. Coaster, not just painting. She's got coasters. She's got skulls. She's got ashtrays. She's got all kinds of stuff.
I got stuff.
She's got ninja stars. She'll make you a ninja star.
I don't have ninja stars.
Oh, I thought you had ninja stars.
Do I have ninja stars?
You should. You should make acrylic or resin ninja stars. That's an idea.
Well,
we'll call them Christmas tree ornaments. Wink.
Oh.
No, okay. You take those to cons for the kids that their parents won't let them get real ones. Why am I trying? I don't have a hair.
I got a resin this gal here. This one.
That was cool. I saw that one on your video. That one's cool.
When I get good at doing resin, I'm actually going to color the resin and try to do different color resins to kind of match this. I don't know. I may screw it up. I don't care. I'm just playing.
I don't know.
I'm back.
You're back.
Oh no, Kitty was like, I don't know. That means you probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah. And Travis has laid claim to this one is legitimately one of those 15-minute paintings. I scratched this bad boy out just because I didn't even remember the conversation we were having. I just got my knife out and scratched it out.
That's cool.
But that is actually going to go in the guest room, which is my sloth room that has all I collect stuffed animal sloths.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I love
so I have my guest room is just covered in stuffed animal sloths. Jimmy's seen it. He's seen a lot of the stuff.
Oh yeah.
And so that's going to be up in that room. And so all the guests that come and stay at my house will, they'll get the Jimmy special.
Now I got all these Frankensteins, and I was going to send you one of these, but you wanted the guitar, so you got the guitar. This one I'm pretty particular about, though. I like this one. Cool. This is one of my favorites. That's one that I actually like. I don't like this one.
I do. It reminds me of a horror flick.
This one made me mad. There's pictures of me flipping this one off.
Yes.
This started off as an oil painting, and I just never got around to finishing it.
Pinhead.
This is one of Travis's favorite zombies that I did. This is like one of the rare times where I caught the lighting just right on this. I'm not a master painter, folks. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it don't. But
that was really good.
And it's also got a random nonsense list on the back from our top 10 cartoons.
You see some of those he scratched out because he had to change his mind halfway through. He's like, "Damn it!"
Yeah. Got a leather face.
Leatherface. One of my.
This is Oral.
Oral.
Got one of my bunnies. This is another one of my teddy bear line.
He's cute.
And that just came out of nowhere too. That was like we were talking about Care Bears.
Yeah, because you did it started with the zombie Care Bear because I was like, that's the challenge.
Yeah.
And I was like, you keep doing those, man. Those will sell.
Yeah. What was what I call? What did we call that one? It was Grumpy Bear. Is that? I don't remember, but this is one where I just got crazy with the details and stuff.
That one looks good too.
This is another crazy detail line work one.
And that one looks good too.
It was Fuck You Bear.
The eyes.
Yeah, fuck you, bear. Yeah, there he is.
That's what started the whole teddy bear like things.
That's another one with a million lines. These are the ones that I stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning just putting lines in.
Wow.
This is one I just didn't put the lines in, but this is what it looks like before I go crazy putting lines in them.
It looks like a robot.
But it looks good. Leave it alone.
This is one that I'm not sure about. I really liked it at first, but the more I look at it, like somebody needs to get it away from me because I'm thinking about messing with it. So,
Oh no!
yeah,
Don't.
there's just something. I'm just like, oh,
I try to stop him.
No.
He's talking, he ain't gonna stop.
I know.
This one, it's a lot more detailed than it looks from a distance. It's like the deeper you get, the more you can see that I was really focused, shall we say.
Wow.
So yeah, there's just a ton of details and line works. And that's the thing too, like even with the prints, you can't hardly see all the stuff I put into some of these.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah.
See this one, I dig this one. It's not one of my favorites, but I dig it. Like
What did we end up calling it? The Necrotech.
Necrotech. Yeah, that's the style. And then I got the Campbell soup, which is a TikTok challenge. I don't even like want to like. I just give this one to somebody.
Travis. He said nope.
Nope.
There's a reason why the term poor artist is so prevalent in the world.
And Teresa, I am doing great. I hope everything's going good with you. New grandma in the house.
Cool, Teresa.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations, Teresa.
Yeah. I've got my third grandkid on the way.
Oh, wow.
Almost ruined our movie.
Oh, no. Oh, no,
It did.
Travis, no.
Okay. Kira has a painting, and I'm going to make my screen big because she did this painting. I did not help her with it. I talked her through it. I coached her through it, but this is one of her paintings. All right.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh, why can't I paint like that?
Jimmy's going to say you can. It takes practice and blah, blah, blah.
That's really good.
That is beautiful.
That is really good. I can't do mountains and I can't do trees.
Yeah, and I'll hold it up here
That's
close. Look at all the little flowers in the field and stuff too.
Oh, see, no, see, I give up. I can't do it.
See, she's got the little blue flowers over here in a bush.
That's really good. God,
Yeah.
look at the branches. Look at how they come out right there.
All you got to do is spend a little time in my special art classes.
Which we seriously thought about doing, like Redneck Jimmy painting. He's like, I got this bottle cap here, and there you go. Got
No, seriously, I've seen people do that. I've seen people do that. That's really pretty. God.
Yeah,
Okay. I need to work on brush stuff, I guess.
Well, the secret to oil painting is it's subtle. You got to be subtle with things, and like when you put your liquid clear, your liquid white down, it's got to be really, really thin. That's the thing that I think a lot of people mess up on is like when he says thin, he means fucking thin. Like you got to, even after you apply it, take a rag and wipe that shit down to where you think you're wiping it all off. You're not wiping it off, I promise you.
I gotta watch more Bob Ross.
And then your layers of paint, just be subtle and thin. Because if you don't, if you get crazy, it's going to be mud at the bottom. So you just got to be a little bit deliberate and a little bit subtle, and things will come together and pop out for you. And that's
deliberate.
That's all Kira did.
I'm
And as a
pretty
matter
good.
of fact, this is acrylic. This isn't even oil. So
See, that's real. I can't
yeah,
do that.
yeah,
Man,
you
I need to
can.
watch more Bob Ross.
You and
I mean-
Travis and everybody in the world can do these. It's not magic. It's not
That's really
magic.
good. You're a mountain.
Teresa
Look at-
said she
look
sent
at
you
the tree.
pictures.
All right. I do want to see some pics. Let's see here.
So
See a
Jimmy,
baby.
Yeah.
it may be the gummies talking, but I just had the greatest idea ever.
Okay.
We just gotta get you a clean set of your costume, and then it's Jimbo's paint school, and all we do a live stream, you just like do your stuff. That would be
Jimmy Don's art show. All
that
right.
would be Jimbo. It'd be Jimbo.
Jimbo, you guys ready to see some Teresa's grandkid? Hold on.
Did she say that we could show him?
Yes.
Can I show it, Teresa? I can't see my chat.
I'll wait for the answer for you.
Okay. All right.
I don't want to show people's kids unless they give us permission to show.
She looks like a pretty proud Grammy. What's your grandma nickname, Teresa?
I had grandma and I had sweet grandma. She was my great grandma. Sweet grandma.
I had Grandma Belle and Grandma Sugar Jane.
I call mine.
See, that would have been great for a sweet grandma.
Mm-hmm.
Great name.
Yeah.
Right.
Grandma Belle was on my dad's side, and Grandma Sugar Jane was that was my main grandma. That was on my mom's side. My maternal grandma. My grandpas, I only saw them a couple of times because they both died when I was real little. But I had one really, really mean grandpa and one who was always AWOL from the Navy.
So, Teresa, does that mean we can show the picture or no? We're just waiting for a yes or no.
I haven't seen anything from her. Oh, there she goes.
She
What'd
she just
say?
did laughing stuff.
Mm.
Oh.
I was like, does that mean yes or no? I don't know.
If you had to come up with a grandma name for Teresa, let's see, what would you call her?
She's a Mimi. She is a Mimi.
She's a Mimi.
Yeah.
Okay.
She says yes, it's okay to show.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay. I see a baby.
Mike had Granny and
Love
other
baby.
Granny for my great grandma.
Let's see if I can. Oh,
Look at the
hold
hair.
on. I put Kitty up there. There we go. All right. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's me
Aw.
flipping off Pinhead. Hold on. I went the wrong direction. That's what I thought about that painting. Sorry. Hold on. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Oh my God, I'm horrible. I can't see that thing. I'm panicking. All right, here we go. Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow. Look at the hair.
Them chunky legs.
Oh, so cute.
That's a proud grandma
Oh,
right there.
look at grandma. Oh,
Yeah.
look at me.
She says
Oh,
maybe she'll
adorable.
use it.
Mimi. That's what Marcedale goes by, so you guys can be twin Mimis. All right. I think that's all of them.
Mike says
Adorable.
abuela.
Abuela.
Yes, that's. I couldn't think of it.
In Tagalog, it's Lola. That's what they call their grandmas, Lola. And that's what Marcedale wanted at first, but I was like, call her Mimi. She wants to be Mimi. It's Mimi and Pops. Yeah.
I like Pops.
Oh no.
I hope I get to be a Pops.
You'll be a Pops.
No, I mean, like, I hope that's what they
Yeah.
call me. I don't want to be Grandpa
Grandpa.
or Papa.
Papa. Yeah, I was not going with the Papa.
I just had
Pops is
grandma,
good.
grandmas and
Baby,
grandpa.
remember that when I'm a grandpa, I want to be called Pops. Yeah, Pops. I don't want Grandpa. I want Pops.
How about Pappy? You could be a
No,
Pappy.
not Pappy. I'm not.
You
I'm
would
not,
be
I'm not
like
a liquor.
you get the little corn cob pipe and you're like, hey, Pappy. Back in my day. All right, folks. This is kind of going to be the new format. Is we're just going to get up here and talk about art and family and stuff like that. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And Kitty, as always, I appreciate you coming up.
And I'm dropping her
Drop her email one more time. And
so if you're watching on replay, make sure to pull up the chat too.
I kind of dropped the auction aspect of this because I really don't want that kind of pressure, on folks in the chat and everything. This is an art fair. Like, I want to bring up artists. Katie is one of my oldest friends on YouTube. She does wonderful art. She has inspired me many times. I've skimped on the art for a while, and I caught one of her streams on Saturday night. Maybe she'll get back to doing those streams. If you ever catch one of them, they're really amazing to watch. She has a really good setup where you can watch straight down onto the canvas while she's doing her work. She has the loudest air gun you will ever hear in your life. If you got headphones on, it's an experience.
Can I show a couple things first?
Yeah.
Before you go?
Yes, you can. You can show off everything.
All right, I'm gonna change my camera because it'll be easier. Look at me doing it.
There you are.
I'm like a pro.
You're already better at restream than I am.
All right. So I did a couple new skulls. You guys saw these.
Oh yeah, those are nice.
I did that one. And I did this one.
I like the green.
I'm backwards. And then you guys seen this one.
Is that the one with the red eyes?
No, that's black, black and silver. And then this one is the red eyes.
That's the one. What do you sell those for?
And then these are, look, I had to write it down. Let me look at it. Now these are 65, and that's including shipping.
I can tell you, folks, it's worth it because when I started buying resin, I was like, oh my God, this costs a lot of money.
Right? Yeah, so it's not cheap. So this is one of my favorite skulls.
That's got the...
I don't know, am I upside down? I feel like I'm upside down.
Yeah, there you go. There's the gears on that side. Yeah, there they are. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. That's awesome. How much do you think that weighs?
So that's clear.
That's got to be like 4 or 5 pounds, right?
No, it's almost so that is almost, it's like 11 and a quarter ounces.
Oh.
Yeah. What else have I shown you?
Show them the apples.
The apples. Yeah. You want to see the apples? So these are trays, like little.
What would you put in that, folks?
You could put your weed in there, man.
What?
So there's that one. There's the red one.
Oh, you could put your weed in there too, man.
And then here's a black one, black and gold. Can't really see the gold very much.
No, you can't put your weed in there, man.
Yeah.
No, see, you need this one. I think I just did this one and this one.
How much would your little apple boxes go for?
So those ones are, and I didn't realize how much shipping went up until I so the apples are boxes. Those are, and it depends on how many you buy. If you get one, they're 40 plus shipping.
Okay.
So if you only get one, even if you get a couple, it'll be like 50.
If there happens to be folks out there from Canada watching, I can tell you shipping to Canada is crazy right now.
Yeah, Canada, I have no
It
idea. I've
cost
never
me
shipped
$40
Canada.
to send a one panel painting and a couple of prints to Axe and Nacho.
Yeah.
Cost me $46.
Yeah,
See, I've only
be better.
sent-
Be American, okay? Cool.
I've sent to Australia, and that was over $100. That was like 100 and something.
So just folks keep that in mind. Like we got to work the shipping out.
Yeah, shipping went up since last time I did anything. Here's my red coasters.
I got the blue ones like that, folks. Yeah, I
you
got
have
blue and
blue?
white.
Oh, so those are the red ones. Then I have the black and silver. Black and silver.
Like it.
And then I have the metallics.
Show that black and silver coaster again.
Here, let me just bring them over for you. There, Jimmy. All right. So I'll show you the first one.
Skull. I see a skull. You guys see the skull?
Yeah. I do too.
I see that one,
right
Jimmy.
there.
The other one,
right.
no.
No, that was a duck. There was a duck.
I see.
I bet that's the one that looks. Yeah, I remember you doing these because there's an eye.
Yeah.
I said that's a rhinoceros eye.
So there's the eye.
I kind of did see kind of like the rhinoceros thing that you were talking about. Yeah.
I don't remember what I saw on that one.
I don't think there's anything in there.
Oh, there's something in there.
I'll find something. Oh yeah. There's like that right there. There is a spaceship right there.
Yeah, face.
It's like
I think it looks like a giant like slug alien. Like see the arm coming down the side, and that's the face.
Oh, it looks like a navigator
right
from
here.
Dune.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a navigator from Dune. Yeah. See, that's what I love about watching your streams is just because I see all this crap. And sometimes I get you to stop, sometimes I don't. But I try not to get pushy because I don't.
Yeah.
I've had people do that to me in my streams, and I'm just like, shut the hell up! It's my art, man.
No, but I'll stop just so I can look at it.
I love the you call them tree rings. I call them dragon eyes, like that one that's on the table over there next to your tray. Those look like big dragon eyes to me. Yeah, doesn't that look like a giant dragon eye looking at you?
Yeah.
Is that on wood? Yeah, that's why I think that's why your resin is so smooth too.
This one I actually spray sealed. So this is spray sealed.
Yeah, I need to start working on wood.
Which is
panels.
awesome. I love the wood
that
panels.
wood.
I'm gonna start working that wood. The problem I have is it makes my skin crawl to touch wood or cardboard. Yeah, any kind of like unfinished wood or cardboard, like every hair on my body will stand up.
That's how I'm gonna get him ready for his roll. I'm gonna just stand behind him and rub cardboard on him and be like, "Go."
Yeah, now that one came out awesome. I love the look of that.
That looks like a white Labrador face coming out.
Yep. Yeah, it's like a
detail.
Nose. Looks like a photograph of a puppy in the middle.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, like right here?
No.
That what you're just touching right in the middle, that's the nose. And it's like the snout, and then the eyes.
You have to hold it at the right angle. So that the corner opposite of your signature. Yeah, take that corner and put it on the bottom and hold it up to yourself like that. And now tell me you don't see a dog snout right in the middle of that. You don't see the dog snout? That's what I love about this kind of thing.
See, Mike sees it. He'll point it out to you.
It's like you did a melting dog. That's what that looks like. That's what I would call that one. The melted
like
dog.
a Chardonnay.
Wait. Okay, so you say
Yeah,
melting
so see his
dog.
black nose right in the middle of the painting? Yeah.
Yeah.
It
It's
looks
like
I
a
see it
melting
now.
Sharpay.
Oh, I see
It
it
should be
now.
called
Yeah.
Sharpay.
Yes, melting Sharpay. Yes, the boards are awesome to work with.
We see awesome
This one's
stuff
super
in
colorful.
paintings. It's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the colors. And the way you finish these is so professionally done. Like mine is so sloppy compared to
just
yours.
spray. No, it's spray sealant. So you get clear. I use clear glass spray sealant for for certain ones, especially on the ones that have a white border, because I don't want to smear the paint. So I'll just spray seal it, or I'll resin it.
What?
Resin is better.
I'm going to show you one of mine, Kitty, and you're going to be mad at me. Hold on a second.
Why?
Baby
Why?
heart seal.
What'd you do? Let me move
you're
my
good.
camera.
So a few months ago, I did one, and I think I called it. I don't know. I can't remember what I called it, but it was one of those skull ones, and it just kept I just kept working it. But you're like, I really feel that one. But I pulled it off the wall, and this is what happens if I start looking at stuff too long. I pulled it off the wall, and I started reworking it. And I've actually worked all the way through. Look, you can see me behind the canvas. I have worked the canvas, all the paint off of the canvas, and I've got some ideas for this. But this was one of the skulls that you used to really like, but I am working like there's an actual hole right here.
Oh no!
But
he's doing that intentionally.
No, what happened was the paint was all piled up, and people.
Yeah.
I am crazy, folks. Something told me I had to pull the paint off to let whatever it was behind it out. So that's what I did. And when I pulled the paint off, the canvas came off too. But I was like, no, I'm just going.
Yeah.
So,
what's the back look like? What's it look like on the back? Make yourself big. I can't see it.
God, so demanding.
Sorry.
There's the front.
So let me see the back. Sir, is there any way you can patch it?
I'm definitely I'm gonna put some kind of finish in the back.
That is so thin.
Yeah, look at that. Isn't that cool though?
I kind of like it that way.
Yeah, when you hold it up to the light, it changes.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm just getting started. I'm gonna do some effects to this, but this was really piled up acrylic, so now it's got like a 3D feel because this is still the old acrylic paint, and I don't know if you can see how thick that is.
Yeah.
But I literally just peeled the paint right off the middle of this thing, and then this is not acrylic paint now. This is acrylic ink, so I'm working this with ink and water. But it's got a really cool effect.
See,
and I'm thinking
for me, I leave it like that because it looks awesome.
It's not done.
I think it looks.
I'm thinking about actually taking like some colored threads and doing some stitching through there instead of painting on wires and veins and stuff like that. Maybe actually using some thread and either gluing it down or stitching it through there. Do something unique and cool.
Oh, Mike, I can't wait to see it either, man.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
How many days, Travis?
35 days till shoot.
35 days. The plane lands. 3 guys from New York get off the plane.
That's 34 days. 35 days till we shoot.
Yeah, Cindy and Mike and Beanie show up. Travis and his family show up. And I have half of Arkansas on the property here. And we start building a tent. I've got a 20 by 40 tent out in my shed. And we just go. We're just going. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be us. I'm not saying it's going to be good or bad. I'm just saying it's going to be us. So
I'm just going to tell you, our prop master sent some pictures of one of the gag knives, and it looked,
you know what?
amazing.
I'm going to show it.
Are you going to show you? Oh, you're going to do a little spoilage. It's not really spoiling anything because this is just him with the gag knife. The picture with the cat is like my favorite. I didn't know that was a cat at first.
All right.
Hold on, let me make you big.
This is a real cat. Cat's not injured, YouTube. Look at that.
That is our prop knife.
Oh, wow.
And that's the only teaser y'all get.
I can't even tell you who that's going to get used on.
I want to watch the movie. I don't want to.
That knife makes the rounds. It really does. It does. That knife is a character in the movie.
But I mean, that's one of the prop knives. One of them.
We've got the final script is done. The final casting is done. Everything is set. I got a box full of props over here behind me.
I have a whole truck full of stuff I'm bringing up.
We've got tons of cameras, and we've got rabid imaginations, and we are going to make something unique, something different. It's not just going to be the run-of-the-mill horror movie that you would see on Tubi or like it. We're going to do something to grab your attention. I don't know what yet, but we're going to do something.
Who's writing the script?
Travis wrote the script based on the story that we came up with.
Yeah,
but he wrote the script. We came up with the story elements together. Then he wrote the script, and he's pretty much been in charge of the story since then. I've got a few spots that I wrote, but that's just my own vanity. I had to write a couple of scenes, like throwing people through walls and stuff like that, and I take off flying in the air like Superman. Laser eyes, they're like laser eyes. Where did that come from? I'm like, just put it in there.
And I'll be like, no, but he'll be like, I'm the editor, so
it's gonna be laser eyes with you. Like everybody's got laser eyes. No, there's no laser eyes. There's really
no CGI at all. It's all practical effects. And it is something that I would want to see. And as a connoisseur of horror movies, even the really bad ones, this is something I do actually want to see. So, just the story, the people that have read the script, people that I've asked for their perspective, because sometimes you get too close to something, like Jimmy talks about his art and he doesn't like certain things, but sometimes an outside perspective will get him to stop and be like, no, actually that actually works. So I got a couple of outside perspectives, and they are on board. Like, they wish they were able to get off work and come to Arkansas and be part of it because they really enjoyed it so much. So I hope we bring something that y'all will appreciate, because we are sure the fuck going to be proud of it.
And we avoided the rabbit holes, folks. Like, when we started writing the script, it was going off in all these wild directions and stuff, but we were like, no, we brought it back to the story. It is definitely story driven.
Good.
We didn't go all wild and fantastic.
And all that wild stuff. Guess what? That's the next movie.
Yeah,
we already have the next one already planned.
Yeah, we've already got a sequel or two in mind. But
well, I can't wait to see it. I really am excited.
When it does come out, the first thing we'll do, it will be live on we will do a full screening on YouTube on my channel, one time only, and after that we pull the stream down so you can't go back and watch it. And then after that, it's hopefully word of mouth, and we should have a trailer, an actual trailer, hopefully by mid-September. That is the plan.
I'm gonna push it even further. I'm gonna say we'll probably have a trailer sometime in August.
Wow.
That okay.
I mean, I made the first trailer.
We're shooting in June, not July. Yeah, August.
Yeah. Give me a month. I'll have us a trailer.
We'll have. There will probably be a couple of trailers. There will definitely be a Red Band trailer. Because what we did not do is skip out on the gore. So
it's not overly gory, but it's brutal.
But yeah, it's brutal. We didn't skip out, but we're also in our trailer. We made the decision. We are absolutely not going to tell the entire story in the trailer. So you're not going to be like, I don't even need to see the movie.
You know what? We're not even telling the entire story in the movie. You just got to pay attention.
Because there are Easter eggs. Watch it with closed captioning. Watch it with closed captioning.
Yeah, you'll get a major. That's the only time you'll even know that a certain thing happens. Is if you
because you won't be able to hear it on the movie, but if you have closed captioning on, it will be in closed captioning. So you'll be like, "Oh shit!"
Oh dang!
Right. I'm gonna show off Kira's painting one more time. Look at that! Look at all those! Look at all those little flowers in there.
So jealous.
And
try.
Just
That's
well,
so good.
look, if you want to do art streams and stuff, I may get back to look. The other big news I have is I'm buying my own little art shed, my own little art studio. So here in the near future, I will have my studio set up outside. I'll have the cameras and the Wi-Fi out there, and we're going to start rocking some art shows again. So I will show you that yes, you can, in fact, do this. She was 9 years old when well, you're about to be 10, big girl. She was 9 years old. I walked her through it, and that's what she came up with. This is all her. This is just me coaching her.
That's so good. You better make sure you have ventilation in that shed so you can do resin.
You're taking all the fun out of the resin for me.
No, it gets into your lungs. You don't want to die.
Frank the Bunny's over.
We're all dying, Kitty. We're all dying.
Well, I know, but you don't want to die any sooner than
oxygen
you
is
know?
poison. It just kills you really slowly. It differs per person.
The sun has been trying to kill me for years.
Oh, I know, but don't help anything.
I will have a vent hood out there. I've already made plans on buying one of those vent hoods, like from a kitchen, and rigging that up out there. But I got to get the shed first and get it set up. And
I want to. I thought about doing that with my my garage out there because I want to do a pendulum painting. Which I could actually do right over there.
I think what you should do is set up a pendulum. Make Mike get in the pendulum and hold the buckets for you, and then you swing Mike around.
Just go get your sex swing, put it up, and go.
Just like
God, no.
It's the same stuff, right? I don't know if you have a sex swing. I just thought it was a funny joke.
Mike, don't even say anything.
I wonder
Hey,
don't even comment. Stop.
Yeah, there's all kinds of ideas there. Like do a zip line across the yard, just. But no, I love watching the people do the different patterns with the pendulums, like the double pendulum kind of thing.
That is that is the coolest thing. And I could, like I said, set up because I used to paint not on that wall. Wait. Yeah, I used to paint on that wall right there. That's where everything used to be. But I could set it up like right there because I have, and I could. That's different. Anyway, see,
I didn't say
Yeah, so that wall back there is where you used to be.
Okay. That's where I used to paint. Yeah, back there.
Your attic is way bigger than I thought it was from this angle.
I'm telling you, like I have way back there. There's another room back there. There's a door back there with a whole another room. And then I have all of this over here. Someday I'm gonna do a tour, but Yeah, this is almost a full size.
The main
in my
reason
house.
I'm getting an art shed is I think Marcel's just ready for me to get all this shit out of the house because I have stuff piled up everywhere.
Right?
And but she's
Yeah.
also very supportive, and I picked out the shed. I picked out the colors. It's going to look like the old Ojisan Arts colors. The shed is going to be those colors, and we're going to do something special with that
That's
thing.
awesome.
And it's going to be good. You only live once, folks. Get out there and do it. Quit talking about it and fucking do it.
And I'm gonna get my handprint and paint. I'm gonna put it somewhere in there and be like, "Ha!"
I think it's like a whole body print thing. You're going to do the whole Wile E. Coyote thing, right? On my wall.
See,
Can you
I
like
thought
make it
about
look
doing-
bigger? I'll do it naked. And just like make it look.
Oh God! Oh no!
All right.
You're right, Teresa. You're absolutely right.
All right. I
You're right.
have got to go and play with the kids, and we are dying. Was it? We are dying sometime. Might as well be happy and do what we want. You damn right.
Yeah,
Quit talking about it
that's true.
and do it. That's my biggest advice
do
to
it.
everybody. All right. Love y'all. Thank you, Kitty, as always, for coming up
All right,
here,
love
and
you
you're
guys.
always welcomed. You want
Thank you.
peace and what?
Peace out.
Peace out. And
Peace out.
she's going to be a star someday. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Bob Ross.
She wants to be the next Bob Ross when she grows up.
Barbara.
All right.
There you go.
All right, y'all take care.